Why is it not?
I don't even know what's happening.
What's up?
What's happening?
So, what?
Captain Carl. Hi, Carl.
What's up, everyone?
Carl, I'm really, really looking forward to coming down to see you and Cindy.
Oh, we've been talking. Captain Carl and I have been talking.
Oh, have you?
We've got
plans in the works?
stuff. We got stuff to do.
You got plans in the works?
Yeah.
Hey, Charles. Yeah, well, I'm really excited because I'm going to get soon, I'm going to do something that I've never done before. Actually, on Saturday, I did something I've never done before. We went and did something really amazing. We went and threw axes. There's a place in Wichita that like you can go and rent and you can chuck axes, you know? It felt very primal, like very yeah, it was awesome. And I recommend
got to play with that inner Viking.
Yeah, I recommend anybody who's never thrown an axe, go do it because it's exhilarating and you can really get some stress out that way, I think. But I was getting really internally angry because I was struggling really bad with getting it down, like how to do it. And because there's a total like form and method, and you just don't chuck it. That can be very dangerous. But yeah, you don't just like chuck it anyways. And the man, I will say there was 5 couples there, and
okay,
yeah,
her first off, please don't slap the table because every time you do, you're about to blow my eardrums out.
Well, then I'll put my hand down here.
Well, you can have your hands up here.
Well,
just don't slap the table.
I can't guarantee. I can't.
Okay, try
yes,
not to.
Claire, Darkness Live is live.
Yes, we're actually live, Claire.
Live.
We're actually live.
I have to apologize to all you guys because we've just had a lot. I mean, I feel like that's like a constant with us. But hey, Ben, I feel like we owe you guys a sincere apology because we've kind of been MIA for like off and on since this year, right? But we're gonna. I keep saying the word I'm like aware of it, so that must mean I'm doing it a lot.
I just realized I still have my safety glasses on.
Yeah, I was wondering if that was like a new look or what was happening there. Anyways, yeah. So, but yeah, Claire. Oh my God, we're live.
We are. It's been a little bit. It's wow. Turn that down just a little bit.
I know it's been a little bit because I'm like getting a little nervous being on camera again. So that means it's been a little bit. I don't want to talk about last time I was live. Anybody who saw that?
Fun.
Anybody who saw that? We just don't. It's like Fight Club. We don't talk about it. we don't talk about it. So, yeah. Hey, it was fun though.
Axe throwing leads to table slapping.
Oh yes, it does. It does. I'm like, but what's really weird is I'm like, whoa, sorry people. My X-Files tune just actually Max, he's awesome. He's on our Darkness Tavern crew, and he messaged the other day. He's like, "Do you have the X-Files notification on your phone or ringtone or something?" I was like, "Oh, on my old phone, I miss it." And then I was like, "Ooh, light bulb! I'm gonna get the X-Files ringtone again for my phone for my notifications."
But that was really interesting. I'm looking forward to hearing that audio when he gets it cut out. Talking, of course, about, hey, Ben. Hey, Kenna.
I beat you to it. I said hey to Ben before you did.
So, but I'm really looking forward to hearing that when he gets that cut out and we can actually review, evidence from the live investigation on air, because that's going to be interesting, I think.
Yes.
Because the X-Files song is a very distinctive sound.
Oh yeah.
And he says on part of his audio it was very plain. That's why he actually messaged asking Stephanie, because Stephanie is an X-Files freak, if she had an X-Files ringtone. And of course she didn't at that time.
Mm-hmm. Now I do. Corrected that shit real quick. Anyways, yeah. So I'll be curious to hear all of that. But that investigation was so much fun, and I can't wait to do it again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna
I still really, really, really want to order the Boo Bear. If anybody watching
we need to get
has one that we can try out, that would be amazing.
we need to get wireless mics first.
Yeah, prioritize. Gotta prioritize.
So, but we can put it all on the list.
Yes. Yeah. So, so let's just jump right in here. I am going to say that, so the other night Jeremiah was like, hey, do you want to watch something that will make you want and like not be able to sleep for 3 weeks? And I was like, sure, why not, right? But that was very brave of me to even like say yes without even questioning what it was, because I kind of have a list of things I won't watch
because I know her.
I kind of have a list of like topics that I will not watch after it gets dark. I know that sounds kind of silly, but it's true. And so, anyways, but the one in particular that we watched was it on Netflix or was it on Amazon?
I think it was on Amazon.
Anyways, it's called The Hunt. The Hunt, right? The Hunt.
The Hunt for the Skinwalker.
The Hunt for the Skinwalker is like this documentary, and it's
about the Skinwalker Ranch.
Yeah, in Utah, and if anybody 3 weeks, have trouble sleeping for 3 weeks, check that out.
She has slept, but not well.
Yeah, no, not well. Hey, why don't you go ahead and explain to anybody watching who's never heard of a Skinwalker what that is?
So the Skinwalker is the name. It's the Native American lore name for basically a worldwide phenomena, which an actual Skinwalker is a creature or supernatural being that has the ability to shapeshift. And so it carries through. I mean, they're very evident in Native American lore. They're very prominent even in Asian, Germanic, Scandinavian, even Australia has an Aboriginal tale of something comparable to a Skinwalker. I can't remember what the name of that one is, but they're it's a shapeshifter basically.
The fact it kind of goes across different cultures and things like that had to come from somewhere.
Yeah.
The concept of it, whether story turns into what, like legend or myth, and then myth turns into legend or myth, and then I don't know. It's just it had to come from somewhere. Werewolf.
Werewolf. They're wolf.
They're wolf. Oh, Ben. Oh, so Ben has watched it. Well,
they're
I didn't know what
some of the stories, some of the more fantastical stories surrounding the Skinwalker Ranch, they get a little bit wild. I mean, because it goes from everything from, it's kind of like the location that I love so much down in Oklahoma, in the Tahlequah area. But the stories from there range from everything from ghosts and spirit activity to aliens and UFOs to Bigfoot to Native American lore, skinwalkers and stuff like that. But there is actually I can't remember which guy it was, but one of the guys that was widely associated with that ranch even claimed at one point to have cut the head off of a gray alien with a katana.
Oh my God.
So, I mean, it was... that's funny.
If you met an alien, would you want to decapitate it?
Huh?
If you met an alien, would you want to decapitate
well,
it?
That would depend on,
its intention?
That would depend on the alien's intent.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to talk about aliens right now.
It's dark outside.
Yep, it's dark outside.
That's one of the things. But anyway, it's there's so much. It's that it's not just the Skinwalker Ranch, but that whole area is so steeped in lore that it's just crazy. I would love to. Well, I'll say it like this: the Skinwalker Ranch is on my bucket list. Mm-hmm. So.
I get it.
The dogs are barking.
Dogs are barking.
But yeah, so what was it about that movie that's or the lore, anything, any aspect of it, side thoughts? What was it that struck you the most about it?
Honestly, the cow mutilations. That shook me at my core.
Yeah, and they
especially and it wasn't confined to just Utah that happens, and that really caught me like that. Oh my God! But I'm really sensitive to like if I see something, that is obviously suffered. I don't handle like things that are suffering well, and so I don't. I just really. That got to me.
Yeah.
The mutilation part of the cows.
And they didn't even really delve too terribly deep into that. I mean, that rabbit hole can go way deeper. I mean,
I probably don't want to know.
If you get into the real,
I probably don't want to know.
Steep, gory details of
don't want to know.
Cattle mutilations. And it doesn't just happen with cattle. They've found wildlife like that as well. It's
Carl, I've never heard. Have you ever heard of that one? Blind Frog
I've never
Ranch?
heard of.
Carl, what is that?
I've never heard of that.
Tell us about what is that. Ooh, do tell.
But I think the part that of course, me being me, I love the Bigfoot lore.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Yeah.
Some of the experiences I've had there, or not there as on.
I think
as in that location, but with as far as Bigfoot goes.
Like for me, like the idea of Bigfoot, like I kind of like it that in my mind it's kind of like an idea because I think if I was actually to have an actual Bigfoot experience, I would piss myself or pass out. Like yeah, they might exist, but I don't want to meet one, man. I feel like sometimes, you go looking for things and then you actually find it. And then it's like, oh, this was a bad idea.
Yeah, but what the hell was I thinking? Yeah.
Like all those found footage movies about, like sneaking into Area 51 or, you know what I mean? Like they go looking for this shit and then they find it and then it's like, that was a bad idea. It never ends well. It usually ends with less people than it started with.
Right.
Right. Oh, hey, Charles said there's this History Channel series about Skinwalker Ranch.
We'll have to try to find that.
The new owner, remember how the new owner didn't wanted anonymity or whatever? I wonder why.
Well, he came out.
Eventually he did.
Yeah. Huh?
He didn't right away though, did he?
No, not right away. But he made it public who it was, and he was some
rich dude.
But he's actually sold it since then.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So.
Huh. He just wanted to be able to say, "Oh, I own."
But
that.
According to that show, Hunt for the Skinwalker, he sold it on the with the condition that they had to allow research to be continued.
Good.
So
good.
I can hope. Oh man. So what else has been going on this week? Not just this week, for the last 4 or 5 weeks, something like that. Jesus.
It's just been a lot. It's just been
holy shit.
It's just been
everyone survived all the cold, I guess.
Yeah, we did. So I will tell you guys, I'm not gonna go into specific detail, but I will tell you that on to give Lena validation live here, Lena did a reading for me for my birthday back in December, and she was specific about a time frame of something happening, like specific thing happening, and it happened.
Yep.
Just like she said it would.
Yep.
And
it was a good thing.
It was a good thing. But yeah, I just had to shout that out for Lena because, when people do readings and stuff, like, they don't know if they're accurate unless they get validation, right?
Right.
And yep, good old Lena.
Is Lena watching?
No, I don't think she's watching. Watch. She'll tune. Oh, somebody's dead. Who's dead?
Binion, the guy, one of the owners of Skinwalker Ranch.
He's dead now. Oh my. Well, anyways, I lost my train of thought. Take a drink of your coffee.
Well, I've got beer over here. I just haven't cracked into it yet.
Okay. But yeah, so actually that's not the only thing in that reading back in December that Lena called out that would happen that has come to light. And the other thing that she specifically called out, like it was very, very specific, people. It's personal stuff, so I don't really want to share it online live, unfortunately for you guys. But just know that there's been 2 things that have come to pass exactly how Lena said they would. Time frame, specific individuals. That I just had to say that because she's amazing. Yeah. She'll be back in May, right?
Yes, she will be.
She'll be back on Darkness Tavern in May with us. And I'm excited.
Stories of Inca gold being buried there. I've heard some stuff about some of that.
Oh, wow.
And accompanying curses and shit. So
he's gonna crack one open.
I am. I'm gonna crack one open. So we've got some. This year just gotten off to such a slow start. I think it was I
feel like I've blinked and it's already like almost the middle of March.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it has not been slow. It has been like a whirlwind.
Well,
holy shit, it's March.
When I can't talk. When I say slow start, I'm talking about we haven't made progress in certain areas. But it's been because we've been making a lot of progress in other areas, and that's been keeping us busy. And
I feel like it's the complete opposite of that. It's been such a whirlwind is the reason why I haven't been able to get certain things done or whatever. Yeah. Anyways.
But yeah, I lost my train of thought.
Well, get back on the tracks. That was kind of dumb. Why did I say that? I don't know.
Well, it was funny. It was a pun.
It was.
I can't think of what say something while I'm trying to think.
I don't know. I'm just Aztec Gold.
My mind just went completely blank. I haven't even taken a drink yet.
Oh, well, it's preemptive beer drinking.
Preemptive amnesia.
Yeah. There we go. So
excuse me. So
you
can
kind of start talking. I think you could kind of share what you have started, what you took on for starting on Sundays. Or you don't want to talk about that?
No, I can't talk about that. That's
not even like general.
Not without his permission.
You don't have to say who it is.
I know.
Oh, okay.
No, I won't do that without his permission. That's just a personal thing.
God, we're getting we're leaving lots of cliffhangers for these people, aren't we?
I'm still trying to. I had a good topic, something to talk about. And
guns? You want to talk about guns?
No, this is a paranormal show. But I am so sorry, guys. I cannot think of what I was trying to.
What's your all-time favorite paranormal show or movie ever? And if it's a series, name like the episode, like your favorite specific episode. But if it's a movie, then say that.
Okay, so it would be a series. Actually, it would be a tie between 2 episodes of a particular series. I haven't really gotten into any. That might be. You know what, Charles? I'll drink to that. That might be a thing. Alcohol level too low.
Carl said, "Focus, dumbass."
Mm-hmm.
He said it, not me. He said it, not me.
So my favorite show of all time. Now, granted, I haven't really followed a whole lot of paranormal shows because I just there's so many of them are just so disingenuous. But my favorite paranormal show of all time that since before I, kind of lost interest in them, was Ghost Hunters. And as far as that series goes, there was one specific episode that I loved. I could watch it over and over and over and over again.
Okay.
And it was Eastern State Pen. The first time they went to Eastern State Pen. And the shadow figure that they caught was just
We're really blurry.
unbelievable.
We're really, really blurry, by the way. Like,
Really?
yeah, look. Sorry, people.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot I can do about that. I don't think. I think that's what we're seeing there is more your service in here than anything else.
Is the screen blurry, Charles, Carl, anybody out there? Is it blurry for you guys or no? Maybe it's not.
No, I'm pretty sure it's. See, that's what's being.
Oh.
That's right off of Facebook, right there.
Okay.
So
Onward.
it's your service.
So
It's your
tell me
phone's
about
problem.
the Eastern
But
Pen.
the Eastern State Penitentiary, and I don't remember a lot of the history about that place, but it was. I need to take about 3 drinks for that distraction.
You're welcome. I'm gonna get you drunk. I'm not even gonna finish that sentence.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't finish that sentence.
I'm not. Nope.
So, but yes, I don't remember a lot of the history about the Eastern State, but they caught a shadow figure there on film that just kind of it materialized and then just kind of bolted away from the camera.
Oh wow.
And it was really, really cool. I don't have a scene set up with fair use guidelines, or I would try to pull up a clip from that and show you. But it's just really, yeah, it was really amazing. And then
What made it so amazing?
it was just that footage.
Okay.
Catching something like that on camera is kind of like the holy grail of paranormal investigation. So,
Ooh.
but I will say, and I'm going to catch flack for this. I know I'm going to catch flack for this, but I will say there was.
Are you going to say something about Bilbo Baggins?
No. Well, yeah, but
Okay, hold up. Is this the show that he was on? Because I'll be
it's
honest
not
with you
Bilbo.
guys.
It's
I'm
Zach.
probably gonna. Zach.
Zach Baggins. This is not Bilbo. It's Zach Baggins.
Why does everybody call him Bilbo? Because his last name is Baggins.
Probably.
Okay. Well, anyways,
So
I've actually never watched
Ghost
a
Hunters
single-
Ghost Hunters is not the show he was on.
Okay.
He was on Ghost Adventures.
Oh, okay.
But there was one show that he did. It was the very first paranormal film project that he and his crew ever did.
Okay.
And I can't remember the name of the film, but it was actually pretty good. It was before he was such a douchebag.
Why is he a douchebag?
He's just pompous and
Has he earned the right to be that way?
no,
No. Okay.
not in my opinion.
I don't even
but,
like. If it was like the $1 million question, I don't even know what he looks
I mean,
like.
he can afford to be that way.
I don't
He can
even-
afford to be that way all day long, but he
Archer.
you know, hey buddy.
Hi. Welcome.
So
He can afford.
yeah, he can afford to be that way all day long, but that doesn't mean I personally don't think he has earned that status.
The right to be
I don't think
pompous.
anyone earns the status of being able to be pompous without just being an asshole.
You think it's compensating for something?
You know, I'm not gonna go there, but maybe.
Okay. So, anyways,
But then I'll tell you, I'm gonna share with you.
so the tie. It's a tie.
Between those 2 episodes.
Okay.
But there's one other thing. I want to share with you the point in his career where I lost all respect for him.
I'm all ears. Me and my big ears. I'm all
Okay,
ears.
so you remember the guest we had on a while back, Johnny Hauser,
Yes.
and
I will never forget that guy.
the location that he's widely associated with, the Willisca
Yeah.
Axe Murder House.
Yeah.
So Zach Baggins and his crew did a show there. Okay, they investigated there, and it was on their nationwide TV show, Ghost Adventures.
Okay.
And, or was this at the Lizzie Borden house? It might have been at the Lizzie Borden house. It was at one of those two places.
Okay.
Had something to do with axe murders.
Are there very many of those?
I don't know.
Okay, back on track. Back on track. Focus.
But quit unfocusing me.
That's all you. That's not on me.
What the hell ever? Remember what a drinking game's all about.
That's why I don't drink. I don't participate. Okay, continue. So, Lizzie Bourdain house or the Villisca Axe Murder
I think
house?
I think it was the Villisca house.
Okay.
But it was in an attic or some kind of a space like that, and there was a little crawl space, and he had an axe up there, and he actually leaned the axe up with the head of the axe up like this, up here, in this little crawl space, and he laid under it, where if it fell, it would have hit him.
Oh my.
And he said, "Come on, come get me." I am pretty damn fearless when it comes to paranormal investigation, and I would not do something like that.
Oh my God.
That action told me that he does not believe in what
sure?
he does.
Are you sure it wasn't like, you know how you like go to Walmart or the mall or wherever and you see like the claw machine toys where they put a little bit of dab of glue on the toys? So
He represented it. He represented it. Okay. He represented it as a real axe.
No, what I'm saying is, are you sure it wasn't like staged to where it was stationary and absolutely would not fall on him? Or did it show him setting it, like there could have been some glue on it or something, like to where it was
All
like
I can
guaranteed?
say, that anything's possible with TV shows.
That seems like a really asinine thing to do.
What I'm saying is how it was represented to the audience at large.
Oh. Gotcha. So
And
you
there's
lost.
there is no way out of something like that. You're either a absolute 100% dumbass that has no business doing that, or you don't believe what it is you're saying, or you're completely representing and falsifying what you're presenting to your audience. And I have no respect for any of that. Sorry.
I feel like they should have had a we are not responsible for any attempts to copy what you're about to witness. Like they should have had like a disclaimer. You know what I'm saying? Like at the beginning of it or whatever. That way nobody can like, if somebody went and actually tried that and then was, sliced open. Oh God.
Don't try this at home, kids.
So is he really, really smart or really, really just arrogant? Or both?
I don't know the guy personally, but just from what I see on TV and in the shows he's in, he's pompous, over dramatic. Well, basically, he's a pompous drama queen. That's just my opinion, though.
In your humble opinion.
So,
Okay, so actually, like when I ask you that question, I was actually talking about like, I wasn't, not once did it cross my mind about any kind of a paranormal documentary show, like those type, like.
you're talking about like fictional stuff?
Yes, that's what I was actually like talking about, which makes no sense since it's Darkness Live, but yeah, that's where my mind was going. Because I automatically knew in my head.
I'd have to say, I don't know. There's so many.
I figured you were going to say the originals, to be honest with you. That's what I thought you were going to say. Your favorite was the originals.
Well, that would be one of them. Honestly, I probably couldn't
Archer.
There's several of them that I probably couldn't choose between. I think I'd have a hard time choosing between. Okay, so I'll catch flack for this, but I like Charmed,
I've never seen that one.
the original Charmed, not the reboot,
I've never seen that.
and I like the originals, and I
do.
like Supernatural,
Yeah, I haven't watched Supernatural either.
and of course the X-Files. But the X-Files was
appreciate-
really more your thing than mine.
I appreciate you. So, next question. What was the very first thing you ever have any recollection, like memory of watching that was your opening for, anything paranormal, abnormal, creepy? What's
The
your
X-Files.
earliest memory? That was your earliest memory was X-Files?
Of TV shows,
Yeah.
Like fictional
Yeah.
TV shows. Yeah, the X-Files. Why?
I was just curious what, I didn't know what
I
you were
always,
going to say.
I always liked the stand. I preferred the standalone episodes versus the conspiracy based episodes. My lisp is getting bad, guys.
No shit, Archer. X-Files is real shit. I love the X-Files. Archer was your favorite episode, or actually, I'll ask like top 3 because who can like name one, right? I'm gonna say my top 3 because I can't actually I have more than 3, but I'll just talk about my favorite 3. If you want to, are you gonna want to know? You want to know? Do you know? Do you know what my favorite 3 episodes are?
I know what one of them is.
Which one? What's it about?
Home,
Yes.
I think,
Yep.
is the name of it.
Yep.
The Inbred Hillbillies.
Oh God. What can I say? I love it. Let's see. Archer said the Bees episode on X-Files was his first one as a 4-year-old sneaking in on my dad watching it. Yeah, the Bees one was. Yeah, that one was.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's in the grouping of the more conspiracy based episodes, but
You really liked.
I still, I mean, it was that was a really good episode, but I personally, I preferred the standalone episodes.
Okay, so
But that was a good episode.
Oh hell yeah! I thought your favorite was the one where they're in the woods, with the loggers, and the loggers like.
Oh yeah, they cut down that ancient tree. Yeah,
Yes,
that's
I thought-
probably my favorite one.
I thought that was your favorite. Ben. Oh, I wonder which one.
The Skinwalker one was good.
Yeah, there was this, and then there was the Jersey Devil, and then actually, so my favorites was Home, and then Humbug, and then I'd say the third one is a toss between. Oh God, this is so hard. So it's either
I remember that one, Ben. That's a good one
it's
too.
either the one where the kid has the powers to like heal people or whatever, and the preacher, and it's like a traveling like ministry or whatever, and the adopted boy is able to like has the power to heal, and anyways, I really liked that one. Do you remember that one? Or you don't remember that one?
Yes.
Dude who plays, actually the guy who, what's his name? Oh, he was in, oh my God, what's his name? He was in Vikings. He was the show Vikings. He was the oh my God, I'm drawing a blank. Sorry guys, give me a second. The fuck is his name?
I have a hard time keeping them straight because Supernatural had an episode or two that was real close to the same plot line.
Jonathan Rhys Michaels, or Jonathan. What the hell is his name?
I don't know.
You know
I
what?
don't know
Let me
who.
just
I
Google-
don't know
let me
who
just-
you're talking about.
Let me just.
What you talking about, Willis?
X-Files episode about the Miracle Man. I think that's what it was called, the Miracle Man. Yep. The agents investigate a ministry led by a man whose son possesses the power to heal and to kill, which, with a touch of his hand. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that's. And the guy that's in that one, his name, this guy right here, he was in Vikings. He was the Catholic. Oh, sorry, totally forgot. I know Reese is in his name somewhere, but yeah, this guy. What in the fuck is his name? Sorry, what in the heck is his name? Oh my god. I know. I'm getting there. I also liked the very, very, like the pilot episode a lot too.
Yeah.
That was a good one. Okay, yeah. I'm kind of getting bored with listening to myself talk about this. So, Jonathan Rhys Meyers is his name. I couldn't find it on there, but he was also in the show Vikings. He was the... God damn it. He was the...
Was he one of the brothers?
No, he was... Let me just pull up...
Carnies are evil gypsies.
This fucking guy. This guy right here. He was in...
Oh, he played the...
Sorry, people.
The horny bishop.
The horny bishop. What was his...
That's what he...
I know. But I'm trying to figure out what his name was.
I can't remember what his name was in the show, but...
Yeah, I don't know.
Yes, the priest warrior dude.
His name in the show was... Bishop Haymond?
Something like that.
Yeah. Glad we took 5 minutes to figure out how to ask Google a question. Wow, we went from X-Files to an actor couldn't figure out his name, and anyways. So yeah.
What about you? I mean, besides X-Files?
Ghostbusters?
What?
Mars Attacks?
Huh?
Mars Attacks?
Oh, Mars Attacks. That's not what you said to start with.
What did I say to start with? I've already forgotten. See, I never lie, people, because I don't ever remember shit. It's all the weed I used to smoke. Back in the day. Killed my brain cells. Hey, we all gotta grow up sometime, right? It's a long-lasting effect. Can I have your coffee if you're not gonna drink it? Thank you.
You're welcome.
I know if Ben and Claire are still watching, they love this cup. What was the question?
Paranormal shows.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I would say X-Files. I would also say Fire in the Sky. That movie.
I'm surprised you made it all the way through that one.
I won't lie. When they were... You know what scene I'm talking about.
Yep.
When they had him on that table and were...
That was doing an alien waterboard.
Yeah, that was pretty hard to watch. Are you talking about like from when I was little, what I remember, or are you talking about just
anytime? I don't care.
So what was really cool was the reason I said Mars Attacks, which have you ever noticed that everybody who was in Mars Attacks never like claims that they were in Mars Attacks? Like it's never listed. It's never listed in like their
filmographies.
Yes. It's like never, anyways, because there was a lot of like big name actors and actresses in that movie.
Well, wasn't it just kind of an open invite thing? Hey, if you have chance, show up. We're doing a thing.
I don't know, but I will tell you guys that it was really cool because here in Kansas, actually in Burns, Kansas, they filmed part of it, and a gal and I, we were friends when we were young. On Easter, they were gonna blow up the donut shop scene. And my friend, her dad, took us out to Burns, Kansas to see the big donut get blown up. Well, it rained, and so they didn't blow it up. But we got to see it, which was really cool. And that's my story. What else was really cool about Mars Attacks was I remember... This is so funny. I remember when I was growing up, I lived in a cul-de-sac, and one of my neighbors... there was a bunch of kids in that I grew up around in my neighborhood, and one of the kids was quite a few years younger than me. His name was Adam. Well, his mother they were very, very religious people. Okay, like whenever he would come over and we'd play together when we were little, I'm talking little, like second grade and younger. Okay, he like his mom like had to okay every single thing that he would watch or whatever. Even like she was nervous about him watching Peter Rabbit over at our house. Okay, Peter Rabbit, right? Anyways, what the irony of this whole story was the fact that his mother went and tried out to be an extra in Mars Attacks, and she got it. She got it. She got to be an extra in Mars Attacks. She was in one of the so when the older brother died and they had the big army, like funeral service or whatever, and there was a whole bunch of people in the standing. Yeah, she was in that scene or whatever, but I thought it was like how the irony of all of that, the fact that, like
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
I never saw that one. I never saw they filmed Dusk Till Dawn in my backyard in California. Wow. That's cool. But yeah, so Mars Attacks, that's why I love Mars Attacks. I still have my action figures, and anytime I see anything Mars Attacks, like
you bought a Mars Attacks diaper bag.
I did. I totally did. When we were in
spent $65 damn on a Mars Attacks diaper bag.
I did. Yes. And
I didn't mind, but
I did. I totally was like, this is gonna be Sophie's diaper bag. And yes, it's got a Mars Attacks scene on it, and I'm gonna save that forever. Like, I'm gonna save that till if she has a kid, like this is your hair, this is your lineage. Like, you have to use this for your kid.
And you have to use this.
Hey, but you know what? I got it in Roswell. So
yes.
I will say that. Yeah, Roswell
that was a fun trip.
That was so much fun. So two of the girls got Erin. Hi, Erin. You just missed it. I was talking about Mars Attacks and how Sophie, when I was pregnant with her, the diaper bag I bought had a scene from Mars Attacks on it. Like I love that movie. Always will love that movie. It is. It's and Slim Whitman. I have the album. I have the Slim Whitman album that killed the fucking aliens. And if the aliens ever come to town, I'm going to blare Slim Whitman. I'm going to blast Slim Whitman on my son's record player. It's so funny because I have like a ton of records and I don't have a record player. There's a reason that I don't have I used to have a record player and then it started shocking us. So it had to go. I just haven't replaced it. So, but my son got one for Christmas and I was so excited. My mom was like, "Do you think he'd like a record player?" Yes, he would definitely like a record player. So his mommy, I didn't tell her. I didn't tell grandma that. But, anyways, so you. I just feel like the Energizer Bunny that died when I said that. So you. So I what, Aaron?
Oh man.
What else? Let's see what other ones. Yeah, obviously Ghostbusters. Obviously Little Shop of Horrors, which that's another one. Yes, Carl. And what else? Oh God, Men in Black I loved Men in Black.
Kevin Bacon.
Trimmers.
Does Kevin Bacon ever die?
We will be defended by Earth's mightiest
He
heroes.
hasn't
Kevin
aged.
Bacon. He has a little bit, but not much. Trimmers. That is the first movie, sci-fi, like whatever movie that I remember. Sorry,
you're fine.
I'm
you're
trying
fine.
to like, just like you. Now I get what she said. So you so me. That is so me. But so Tremors actually, Archer. I don't know if you were like referring to Tremors when you said Kevin Bacon, but I'm assuming you are. Either that or the movie where his son.
Earth's Mightiest Heroes is an Avengers reference. Kevin Bacon is just
he's not in. Is he? He's
no,
not
he's not. But he's kind of like Chuck Norris, just immortal and.
The funniest one I saw was
I don't think
Chuck
he's
Norris.
probably as badass as Chuck Norris, but he's
oh yes,
he's
Aaron.
immortal.
Yes, Aaron, I'll send you a picture of the diaper bag. No, he don't die. It just keeps cutting it loose. Footloose. I've actually never seen Footloose. I've never.
You should watch it sometime. Just do it when I'm not around.
Is it like
I
kind
can't
of the
stand
same,
that movie.
Is it kind of the same like level as
It's
like
a movie
Dirty
that you need to
Dancing?
watch once, but it's I can't stand it. So
Well, I've made it this far without it, so. But Archer, just for you, maybe I'll watch it.
but you have to watch the old one.
Oh, I don't want to watch the new one. I don't give a shit about any of that. But Kevin Bacon, I mean, you know.
'Cause
But,
I don't think he's in the new one.
I don't know.
Hell, I don't know.
Anyways, but what was that movie, Kevin? That paranormal like scary movie, horror movie, whatever. Kevin Bacon.
He's been in a couple.
He gets
probably
hypnotized, and then
the Stir of Echoes.
Stir of Echoes. I love that one. What? No, Footloose? No, Aaron, I've never seen Footloose. I've never seen it. I don't know how I've managed to like go my entire existence without seeing it, but
And he was in Hollow Man. Hollow Man was good.
I didn't see that one.
It was an Invisible Man story.
Is it good? Must be. But
Star-Lord in Guardians of the Galaxy says Kevin Bacon is a... Oh, yes, that's right. I forgot about that. Yes.
Sorry, as soon as I read that he said something about Guardians of the Galaxy, all I could think of was my son's ringtone. Like my phone, what my son's ringtone is for him, like when Lennon calls me. Come and get your love.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, Archer, I'm not going to watch the new one, but I will watch the old one just for you. But yeah, just thinking back, Tremors, man. Tremors was it was funny because every time, this was, back when we rented VHSs from the video store. Every time when I was little, I would either rent, and it used to drive my dad nuts, okay? So he would always take me to Blockbuster or Dylan's Video, right? And I would either rent Tremors, High Strung, The Cable Guy, or what was the fourth one? There was a fourth one. Edward Scissorhands. Yeah, mm-hmm. Tremors, The Cable Guy, High Strung, or like those 4 movies. And I remember my dad was like, "Don't you ever want to watch something new?" And I'm like, "No."
The Following is good with Kevin Bacon in it.
Oh, you know what? I have that on DVD, and I actually watched it, I don't know, 2-3 weeks ago? Again, and again, and again, and again. Mm-hmm. I love that show. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah, we had a conversation about The Following, remember? Do you remember what I was... I'll tell you later. It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Sorry, my brain's going lots of directions.
This is different how?
Mm-mm. It's not. Normally you're better at like catching what
I'm off my game tonight.
I know why.
I'm scatterbrained and
I know why you're off your game.
Why?
I can't say that I can't say that live.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah, so
now I'm scared.
You should be. I'm just kidding. But yeah, like I said, to reiterate, like for the 5th time, man, I bet these people are fucking bored. But
we had to get on here and do something tonight because we haven't done anything in like 4 or 5 weeks as far as just the regular show.
So I have to say,
go ahead.
Go ahead and finish your statement.
No. I'll throw that in at the end.
What's really interesting is, and it never occurred to me before recently, but talking about astrology, my grandma was on a cusp, my grandpa was on a cusp, you're on a cusp, and one of the guys that we were around Saturday night was on a cusp. I've started to actually like realize there's way more people that were born. Lena's on a cusp, born on a cusp, than I've ever paid attention to before now.
So what you're saying is that you're surrounded by a bunch of people with identity crises?
Yeah, kind of like my hands. I'm having a hand identity crisis. My hands, guys, I'm telling you.
Okay, I'm gonna leave.
Oh, what the fuck? Aaron's on a cusp as well.
I'm gonna leave that one to you guys. I'm not going down that rabbit hole.
Okay, let me elaborate on the hand crisis thing. I'm talking about when we were throwing axes. I could not figure out which hand felt better. Never mind. gonna take a drink of coffee now. I wasn't even trying just now. Take a drink to that.
Oh. My mind just went straight to the gutter when that whole thing started.
The tides have turned.
Oh my God.
Or I don't know, maybe your mind goes to the gutter a lot more than you actually verbalize.
Oh, it does. It just doesn't usually catch me off guard and make me speechless like that. That was...
Hey, if any of you people are ever in the neighborhood, give us a shout.
What?
We love company. I mean, if anybody needs a laugh, because we're like this, like off camera too. I feel like.
First off, we need to separate the previous line of conversation from the current line of conversation.
See, I already forgot what that was.
The part where my mind went to the gutter. We don't need company for that. You're turning red.
A little bit. So, anyways, I completely lost my train of thought. It's okay. Yeah. I'm done. White flag.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. I'll pay for that later.
Yeah, so Tremors, and then Ghostbusters, Men in Black. What else? Children of the Corn. That was one that I remember. Aaron, I am so glad you tuned in as well. So why? So you cannot be home. Why? So you cannot be home. What? I'm so confused right now. Shit turned in. Oh my God. Y'all funny as hell. Michelle, I am glad that you're making me laugh, my dear. I tend to think I can be funny sometimes. But it's like not even, like I don't try to. Just sometimes, man, the shit that comes out of my mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah.
No filter.
No.
That's okay.
That's okay.
We all love you anyway.
It's a big fat sad
thing. We love you because of that.
Is Ben still watching? Because he would be laughing right now. So would Claire. It's a big fat sad thing.
Oh my God.
I'm a Sagittarius, and I still will never forget when you said, it's so weird because Lennon, my son, is just like me, but a young boy version.
What?
When we were talking about the kids, and we were talking about Lennon, you know, my son, and you were like, it's so odd because he's like the younger boy version.
We were talking about Lennon, your son?
Yes, we were talking about, I'm saying that for people who don't know that. That's his name. And no, he's not named after John Lennon. That's how it's spelled, but he's not actually named after that. I didn't want to name him. I didn't want to spell it like a fabric or a dictator. So I spelled it like John Lennon. But anyways, yeah, because his rising and sun sign are the exact same as mine. But he is, when you know, that's why, like, I'm surprised that I don't drive you more nuts, because I know he irritates the fuck out of you sometimes.
What?
I said, I know Lennon irritates the fuck out of you sometimes. And so I'm surprised that I don't irritate you more than I do. Or maybe you just hide it well. Maybe I do irritate you and you just hide it well. You're thinking, I feel like this is a loaded question.
I played the fifth.
He's like, I feel like this is a loaded
This
question.
is a loaded question. This is a loaded conversation topic.
Charles, you know, like linen, like the fabric linen, you know, like fine linen pants or whatever. The filter and the cigarette, he's already... Oh my God. Archer, you gotta come down one Monday evening and Speedy can play with the other kids and you could be on the show with us. That would be a lot of fun. That would be a really, really good episode. He would, yeah. Yeah. So come on down. I feel like Beetlejuice, feel like Michael Keaton, come on down. You know, sitting on a freaking headstone. And hey, what do you want your headstone to say? I know you don't want to be buried, but just to say, like, what would you want a headstone to say?
Here he lies. He's dead.
That's what you would want it to say?
Hell, I don't know.
Okay.
I had never thought about it. I don't plan on having a headstone, so I'd never really thought about it.
Well, I've thought a lot about what I'd put on my mother's headstone. I've thought about that for
I
years.
know what you'd put on your mom's headstone.
What?
Quantity, not quality, not quantity.
There's three sayings, people, that my mother drilled in my fucking head growing up. Number 1, quality over quantity. Number 2, those who matter know. And number 3, knowledge is power.
I know what you're going to put on your dad's headstone, too.
There is no excuse for running out of gasoline.
Well, that's close to what I was going to say.
What were you going to say?
He ran out of gas.
Oh, my God.
That's an inside joke because he always hollered about there not being
Archer,
an excuse.
Archer said, "You've got to speak my name 3 times. Draw a door. Draw a door." Right? Oh my God. Every time I think of like, I always picture the scene in The Big Lebowski where Donnie.
Me too, Charles. I'm gonna be dust in a river.
Actually.
At least part of me is.
We both will be. Yeah. It'll be good. One of the kids better make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Ben is back. Maybe he's always been on. I don't know. But Ben, did you hear me say big fat Sag? The man, the myth,
the man, the myth, the legend. Captain Carl.
That doesn't say legend. It says legion.
Oh, it does. That's funny. I like that. The man, the myth, the legion.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God. So me and Archer were talking and about some of the, and this is stuff that we need to start incorporating into the show more, I think.
Aaron, I have to say this. So Aaron, what you said, she said, I'm going to be dust in the mountains. Well, so Jeremiah wants to be dust in the river in Colorado, actually. That's where he wants his ashes spread.
Either in the Animas River in Colorado or in the creek over at the farm.
Or both.
Or both.
Or both.
I'd be good with that.
Yeah. You know, I asked my dad, I was like, do you want to be buried or do you want to be cremated? He's like, well, if you bury me, you can't take me with you anywhere. I'm like, well, you're not wrong.
Traction compound for several top fuelers. I could see that in your future.
What?
Carl,
I asked my husband,
definitely.
If I go first, would he stuff me? He was a little weirded out, but said if that's what I really wanted, he would try to make it happen.
You know, that reminds me of the comment that you made one time.
I know exactly where this is going about tattoos.
No, not the tattoo one where you wanted my skull.
Oh yeah, I do. I would keep it.
I'm not going to be using it anymore at that point, so I don't care. But
is that legal? Like
I doubt it. I highly doubt it.
Oh my God! In the event that you die before I do, I could totally fulfill a past life and decapitate you, and send your body to the crematorium and keep your head. Skull.
Charles is going to the Mojave Desert if it's still above water. I like that. Me too. Dust, river, love it. Need to find someone I trust to handle it. My family will try and save my soul with Jesus after I die. If they're allowed to. I need a Vitke present. I bet we can arrange that, Archer.
I think we totally could. Yeah, but seriously, if you died before me, because people, according to a reading or two, I chopped his head off in a past life. And
she said she wants to have it carved and set it on a mantle.
Who?
You.
No. I don't want to have a son. What I was gonna say is, remember in the show Vikings, the one king or lord or whatever.
Yeah.
He had his wife's skull with him at all
Yeah,
times. And would
yeah.
talk to it and shit. That's
Yeah.
gonna be me. God, I'm so morbid. I'm so morbid sometimes, but that's okay. I was really upset because a couple weekends ago we went over to the farm and the girls were awesome and they came running up to the house. This is, we have an interesting household. They came running up to the house.
I found the one, the larger one. Let's not talk about the actual types just yet.
Well, I don't know what they are anyways. So.
Okay.
Anyways, so the girls came running up to the house and they were so excited, a couple of them, because they found a couple dead birds. One was a freshly dead bird, and it looked like it had gotten mauled by something and kind of got trapped under some like brush of some kind or whatever, because there was feathers and it was a disaster. It was a mess, and I got all excited. I ran down by the creek and I got a big stick and I was sifting through all the feathers and intestines and stuff, and I'm like, oh, there's the head.
We're not morbid or anything.
I was like, there's the fucking head. Oh my God, we can bury it. We can bring it back and bury it in the yard. And then after nature does its thing, we can dig up its skull. Okay, we can have a bird skull. And then the other one, because that was a bigger one, and then the other one was smaller, and it actually was the whole thing was still intact. It had been, dead for, I don't know, probably not long.
I haven't found that one yet, but I found the other one.
I was excited because all of the, everything was gone on the skull. It was just the skull, but, and then you could start to see part of like the spine and everything. And the, like, I don't remember parts of it. Anyways, so yeah, I run down there, get my gloves on, run down there, pick them up, put them in the plastic Ziploc baggies and zip them shut and run back up. And I'm like, honey, look. And yeah, I get so excited about bones.
She likes bones.
And teeth. Really, really, really like teeth.
And teeth.
Lot. I do. But I would never keep like my kids' teeth and use them in anything because I just don't believe that would be a good thing to do. But like pulling teeth out of a skull is actually like really fucking hard to do.
It gives you an idea of why it hurts so fucking bad, doesn't it?
My God. No, I've never pulled out like a human's tooth before, but I have on a deer head. Or was it a cow head?
No, it was deer.
Was it a deer head?
Yeah.
I, physically like got the pliers and pulling the teeth out,
And it was that was an old one too.
Yeah, but those suckers, whew, yeah. Hey, you know what, Rochelle? Me too. But it's just, I'm doing my parenting job correctly because my kids know exactly what I would get really excited to see. Dead things and bones. They also found a really big turtle shell, which was cool.
Big turtle shell, and one of them found a really big shed, and I found another really big shed. And
deer antler shed. Yeah. But yeah,
we have found almost fully intact deer skeletons over there. I've still got one of them in a bucket out here that we need to clean off. It was a fully intact skeleton.
Yeah.
Fresh wildlife kill.
Yeah,
So it was cleaned off. There wasn't anything left on it, but it was fully. It was weird because it wasn't scattered. It was right there, fully intact.
I can't help but wonder. Do you think that it is okay? So like people like you and me and the amazing people watching, that this isn't like freaking them out or whatever. Do you think that? What do you think it is? Internally or in your, whatever you want to call it, that really makes somebody absolutely love morbid, creepy, obscure, what do you think it is that do you think that it's like a past life thing coming through, or do you think that it's just how you're raised and what's normal to you, or do you think what do you think where do you think that stems from? Because
all of the above.
Because let me tell you, and I've told you this before, but if anybody ever excavated the house that I grew up in, the the yard, because it's like when the house I grew up in, my dad went ahead and bought the plot next to him. That way nobody would build a house that close. Okay? Well, if anybody was to go excavate that yard, they would find ample amounts of toys. I used to bury. No, I used to
Oh,
bury.
I know. You've told me the stories.
I used to bury toys in my yard, and yeah. So I'm sure that at that
Oh,
address,
Archer, the next time you're here, let me know. Remind me of that, and we'll hook you up because we've got lots. We've got lots of bones that would be.
I want some. I'm dying to make a what? A bike knife? Oh, that would be cool. But yeah, like yes, yeah, from ever since I can remember.
I think it's all of the above.
And
I think
the other weird thing, when I was little, let me tell you, when I was little, right? There's that story again. Anyways, when I was young, I also loved pretending I was a witch. My friends and I absolutely loved pretending I was a witch and making potions and, having a broom and all of that fun stuff when I was little.
Mm-hmm.
Like, some of the earliest memories I have was of stuff like that, I just think it's interesting how, sorry, I got really sidetracked there. So answer my question. So what do you think it is? Because you can tell, like, from a young age, the kids that are really into creepy stuff like that, I think it's cool. Or the kids that are like, what the fuck are you into?
Well, I think it's a little bit of all of the above. Like I started to say a while ago, it has to do with, of course, the obvious part that everyone can probably agree on is your upbringing to an extent. Mm-hmm. But I think there are the influences from past life. I think there are natural influences with the energies that we carry. I think that there's Archer made a comment a while ago. I think the Norns, or whatever your idea of fate is involved to an extent. Yeah, and then there's just people, because so, like, talking about bones specifically. In almost every culture, bones are representative and really affiliated with death for obvious reasons, and they, it make. I'll be talking in tongues before long.
Have you ever witnessed that?
Huh?
Have you ever witnessed that?
We'll talk about that some other time.
Okay.
So that's a whole story. That's
really?
A whole story.
We got a story?
I got a story, but we'll talk about that some other time. Just don't let me forget.
Oh, come on. You asking me to not let you forget something? That's calling the kettle black, or however that phrase goes.
There is, with your history, and I'm talking about past life history, it makes sense that you would have an affinity and fascination with things that are closely related to death.
I know, right?
So it makes the little burial ritual thing that you used to do with all your toys in your yard, all the way up to your fascination with bones and stuff. Now it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, it does. Rochelle had a good point. She said, I find that people that say they are afraid of death, it's not so much the death part, it's the not knowing what's going to happen to everybody else when they leave. She said she is terrified of what will happen to her family after she dies.
I understand normal. That. Yeah.
Yeah, that's normal. I think that, that's normal. That's normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, tell the story, because we'll forget.
There is, and we haven't gotten to quite this point yet in some of your learning, mm-hmm. But there is in our specific path an equivalent of talking in tongues. Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yep.
What?
Yep. That's about all I'm going to say about it live, but...
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about that evangelistic preacher out in Colorado Springs that ended up going to prison or whatever. I thought that's what you were going to... I thought that's what you were going to talk about.
Well, there was that, too.
Plus, who doesn't like a good... Archer, that sounds like something I totally would have said, too. No, I thought you were going to talk about a story about the preacher man. What was his name?
I'm not going to say it live on
No?
air. No.
Oh, okay.
Partly because it would take me too long to remember it.
I know it. It just came to me. I know it.
I was trying to read back in the comments. There was a comment that caught my attention a while ago.
Hi, Jeremy. Hopefully we will be seeing you this coming weekend. I'm excited.
Yes.
Jeremy's watching. Say hi, Jeremy.
Okay. Hey, Jeremy, what's up?
He's doing good. I don't know if he's doing good. I think he's doing good. I love your wife, Jeremy. Absolutely love her so much.
So do you think your acceptance of passing is how you passed before?
Oh, that's a really good question. What do you?
I think it can have an effect.
Could you read it out loud so everybody can?
So, Carl asks, so do you think your acceptance of passing is, I'm guessing he means related to how you passed before in previous lives? For instance, violent passing makes you fearful now.
That's a really good...
It is. I think it can. I think it can have an effect. I don't think that's all there is to it, because there's always got to be room for personal growth, personal revelation, and evolution in there. But I think it can have an effect on it. We do know that things from past lives can have an effect on your physical body in your present life. For instance, my neck problems.
Yeah.
One of the readers that we've had on the show before, Casey Hadel.
Fabulous reader, by the way.
Amazing.
A good reading.
She does almost purely intuitive readings. But she uses natural elements as kind of a conduit. For me, she had a whole bowl full of these really amazing stones and rocks. I actually had a hard time picking one, but she tasked me.
She didn't have me do it that way.
She tasked me with taking a stone to hold in my hands and let energy pass through and concentrate on during my reading. And almost as soon as I picked it up and started focusing, she, one of the very first things she said, "You have a lot of neck problems, don't you?" And I said, "Well, yeah, I've got all kinds of, all the way from, just unexplained stiffness and pains to old injuries, to, like internal problems, like thyroid problems and stuff like that." And she said, "Yeah, that doesn't surprise me." And she said, "I'll tell you why in a little bit." And when she got around to that, she said, in multiple past lives, I have lost my life by way of neck injury. And when I say neck injury, I'm talking like beheading, being hung, that type of thing. In fact, I think we kind of surmised that yeah. You were one of the ones that ended me, separated my head from my shoulders in a past life once.
So all of the past lifetimes we've interacted have not all been like this.
Right. Yes, we've not always been so ceremonious and blissful.
Yeah. Yeah. True story. I'm just glad that
we have shared many past lives
Yeah.
shared interactions in many past lives, but the majority of them have not been so happy and nice and comfortable and blissful as what we have now.
Yeah. But I believe, I do believe that Sophie is the reason why.
Excuse me.
I really, really do believe that. I believe that she's the reason for that.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my opinion, but it is what
We
it is.
have had other happy interactions in past lives,
we
but
have.
not
And what's
not
like,
the majority of them.
What's really crazy, people?
But that's a twin flame thing. That's just
What's really, really, really crazy is like so fairs and stuff that we've gone to, whatnot. Sorry, I got sidetracked by reading what Archer said. So what's kind of crazy is like at fairs that we are there, but we're not sharing a booth. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We've had multiple people point us out as in like, you guys are a thing. Like you guys have a connection. Like we've had people say like, you can see like a cord between you, you know, like there's an energy there. Like it's just, it's
that happens.
other five senses.
That happens quite a lot when we come in contact with gifted intuitives.
Yeah.
Because I mean they can always pick up on that even when it's not, outwardly and physically apparent, like it, the
like if we're not even like close together, like it's
Well, I mean, like that one, Serafina had us originally set up, where we were supposed to be right across the aisle from each other, but then we ended up,
opposite
completely separated because
he's talking about our booth placement at a fair.
our where my reading table was, the vending booth was supposed to be right straight across the aisle, but our canopy wouldn't fit under the chandelier that was hanging there. And so we had scoot the booth over, and so we were completely separate. There was a full row of vending booths between us.
Yeah.
Couldn't even really see each other from, when I was at the reading table and she was in the booth, there was not really even any line of sight.
Yeah.
So,
it's just crazy. I think it's cool though.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's cool though. Aww. We love you, Erin. We do. We just love her so much.
I had forgotten all about that song.
What song? Hangman is coming down from the gallery, and I don't even have. Oh.
Yeah, I think that was
That's on 104.5 The Fox. I love that radio station.
Yeah.
When I listen to it, now I listen to Spotify, which.
I think that was by Styx, wasn't it? Oh, yeah.
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 Yeah. Okay.
But yeah,
Well, holy shit! It's 8:33.
Oh wow.
We've been blabbing this whole time. I'm good at that. I'm good at talking a lot, and I'm good at not talking.
I'm not saying a thing. I'm not saying a word.
Depends the company I'm in. Depends the company I'm in. Yeah, who
that
was it
that was a trap.
Who was it that said that? Oh, when I first met you, you were really quiet. Oh, it was. I know it last night, and I'm like, yeah, you didn't know me. Yeah. Anyways.
Oh my gosh.
All right, folks, this has been fun. We will.
As always.
Yes, we will. Hey, this doesn't have anything actually in it, does it? This doesn't have anything in it right now.
Oh, don't worry about that.
I want to know. Does it have anything in it or no?
We're not talking about that on the air.
Just answer yes or no.
No.
Okay. I can breathe. Okay, thank you.
Oh my.
I just now noticed that, and I'm like, does it have anything in it? God, I hope not. I'm not ready for that yet. Anyways, yes, so my advice to you for the evening, if you go through an axe, if you haven't done it, and go Go
That
check
was
out Sticks.
the name of the place, or one of the places. I don't know if there's more than one or not in Wichita, but if you're in Wichita, the name of the place is Axe to Grind,
Axe to Grind.
and it's a really cool, laid back place. It was a lot of fun, and
$25 for an hour and a half. Per
yes, she always does that, Carl. She's very good at trying to lead me through trap doors, but I'm catching on.
I bet Carl knows exactly.
I'm catching on.
I bet Carl knows exactly my reaction to what my reaction was to a second ago. Anyways, had a moment of almost panic. But all is well. Well, it's all good. So yeah, guys, happy Tuesday and good night, Charles, and you're welcome, Archer. And
As
Ben,
far
have a good night.
as far as next week, guys, we're gonna have to play next week by ear.
We'll
we're
be in a country of its own.
we're gonna be on the road.
We'll be coming back from the country all its own. Wait, no, that's.
You're gonna get us a copyright tag.
Why? It's my. No, I'm not. It's my ringtone. Notification tone.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, I shut it off before it ended, so.
Okay.
It could have been anything. It could have been in their head. Just saying.
Anyway, next week we're gonna have to play it by ears, guys, because we're gonna be on the road, coming back from Texas on Monday, and I don't know if we will be back in time to hit the studio.
Oh, Archer, you have no idea.
Yeah. No one knows the meaning of random until they live with Stephanie.
Bless your little heart. I won't say that to you when we're in Texas, though, because it has a totally different meaning to Texans.
I kind of feel like you had that meaning to it right now.
No.
Anyway.
I feel like that phrase is very, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, ambiguous to, like, depending on where you're from.
Kind of like bless you.
Yes. Because I did not know that bless your heart, like, if you're in Texas, that's actually, like, a fucking insult.
Well, not just Texas. It's kind of a southern thing.
I didn't know that it was an insult because my grandma used to always say it to me. But she's from Kansas, so maybe she, maybe she meant it in a nice way. Yeah, my grandma, bless her. God, I miss that woman.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I miss her so much.
But yes, we're going to be on the road back from Texas next Monday. I can't promise that we will be back in time to hit the studio, but one way or the other, we will do something. If we're on the road, we'll go live from the car or something. We'll do something. We'll do a darkness drive.
There we go. Max is going to be jealous of me because you and I are doing it first.
Yeah, it'll be all right.
We're doing it first and we're doing it the best. That's what she said. Anyways, so when you literally said the word but and then paused, do you want to know what popped in my head? One of my all-time favorite things from when I was in English class years ago. And it was the way I remembered what an ellipsis was, because you literally think dot, and on to the next thought.
Wow. All right, guys. Yeah, okay. I get it.
That always that popped in my head because you were like, but, and I was like, dot, on to the next thought.
Okay, guys. We are spiraling here.
Oh, and just a public service announcement: if you decide to make s'mores in your little backyard fire pit, make sure you have water available in case it's windy and the grass catches fire.
Wind didn't have anything to do with it.
Well, it could.
There's a hole in the bottom of the fire pit.
Okay, well, check your fire pits. Make sure there's no holes in the bottom, and also have water available.
And
don't throw sawdust.
Don't use the crock from a crock pot. to get the water.
I didn't do that. That wasn't me. That was.
Someone did.
That was. Yep. Because I couldn't fucking find anything in any kind of a vessel to put water in case we needed it.
All right, guys.
I'm done now.
Like I said, we are spiraling. Yes, we didn't need water. We just had to reconfigure the fire.
There we go. Yes. You had to starve it of oxygen. Or
all
whatever.
right, as I said, we are spiraling, so we're going to jump off of here. But next week, we will do something. We'll keep you posted as to what that's going to be. We love you guys. Thank you for tuning in and hanging out with us.
It's been too long. It's been too long.
In the meantime, while we kind of get reorganized and ready to go again, this is true, Carl. This is true. We have the hose and all.
I like the plumbing.
Wow. On that note, you guys... God.
Can I say something that's going to sound terrible, but it's really funny?
Can I stop you?
No. So today, I got told this. Swear to God, I got told this. And it was by an older gentleman that I take care of, okay? And I shit you not, he said, he looked at me and he goes, you know, I bet I can identify with lesbians a lot better than you can. And I said, yeah, you're probably right about that. And he goes, you know, I bet you can identify with them Peter Puffers.
Wow.
And I was like, oh my God, did he really just say that? Did he really just say that? And the nurse and I were like, oh my God. And then I said, well, he's not wrong. I mean, you know. Anyways,
wow.
But yeah, like it was just really funny because he's like it was older guy that we take care of, and it was just really, really funny.
Oh my gosh. All right, guys.
Share that.
You guys have a great week.
Rochelle, you have a good night too.
Stay safe, stay healthy, stay spooky, and don't forget to shake hands with the shadows. We will talk to y'all next week.
Bye.